Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again, and I'm here with my 24-hour review of the Redmi 10X Pro 5G. And I gotta say, considering the price point of this phone, 2,300 RMB base, it's not to the level of the amazing value champ of the regular Redmi 10X 5G, but I still think this phone is offering a lot to the table here. And look at this gorgeous ice blue color. Yes, it is glossy, but I really have missed this color since I sold my Redmi K30 Pro regular version. And so let's go down the laundry list here: design, display, performance, quick audio test, share some camera samples, and wrap up with some PUBG. And now guys, since this phone is so similar to the Redmi 10X Pro 5G, I'll really focus also on the areas where this phone is different. So let's have a look. But before we do that, let's quickly look at what's inside the box. There you see Redmi 10X Pro, high-res audio, and I got the 8GB 128 gigs of storage version. And here we have the SIM ejector tool. This is the paperwork, and this is where the TPU case, which is this one right here, pretty standard one, same as the regular Redmi 10X. And here we see the USB-A to USB-C cable. I love this orange accent, by the way. And this is the one thing that is different here. As you can see there, 33-watt fast charger. So that's a welcome sight here on this Pro version of the phone. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same unboxing as the regular Redmi 10X 5G. Design, 9mm, 208 grams, so exactly the same dimensions as the regular Redmi 10X 5G, which, by the way, let me bring it in here to have a look. What's the major difference on the back of these phones is just the quad versus triple camera setup on the back. Otherwise, you're going to have the same color options whether you pick the 5G or the Pro version. If you want, though, the matte back finish, definitely get the gold color. But beyond that, guys, this is still the same best built plastic phone that I've ever tested. Just a gorgeous feel. This one is glossy, but I really do love this color. It is just stunning. Same red accent button and volume rocker, IR blaster on the top, SIM tray on the left, and 3.5mm headphone jack, USB-C, and speakers. And on the front, same deal as well. You can see I've added a screen protector to this phone. This is going to be my daily here moving forward. And we do have a slightly larger bezel, but you know, just like the regular Redmi 10X 5G, I'm okay with the bezels on this phone. The notch is exactly the same. And yes, maybe for the higher price point, it would have been nice to see a metal edge on this phone, but I still have no issues with the design. This is a very perfectly well-built Gorilla Glass 5 back phone, and I think you'll be happy whichever color you pick. But if you do want that matte back, definitely get the gold. Display, 6.57 AMOLED, Gorilla Glass 5, and it's the same HDR10 Plus 600 nits of typical brightness display. But tell me, do you notice anything different between this 5G and the Pro version? Well, the colors are popping a lot more on this display. That's because I have it set right now. If you go to display here, color scheme, there you go. I have it set to auto versus saturated, and I'm going to switch over to saturated because it just makes everything pop so much nicer on camera. And this is a great display. I honestly think it's one of the highlights of using this phone. And it's a flat panel display as well. And just like the Mi 10 Lite Zoom, the Mi 10 Lite, the Redmi 10X, I think Redmi is sourcing the exact same display on all these phones, and it's a terrific display for the price. YouTube playback on the Redmi 10X Pro 5G looks solid, just as good as on the regular version. And this is a good single bottom firing speaker. As you guys know, I'm very happy with those results. So yes, a K30 Pro, no notch, no punch hole, will always do it better, but I'm very happy with the content viewing experience on this phone. And for DRM Info, another win for the Redmi 10X series. The Pro version also has L1 security level for wideband CDM, which is so great to see here on these China ROM phones. L1, baby, and HD Netflix out of the box. And talking about performance, here we see the Geekbench 5 scores on this Dimensity 820 that has not come without controversy. You know, I never imagined, guys, that I would find myself in the comment section defending MediaTek, but let's face it, this is a great chipset, and this Dimensity 820 is performing in between 845 and Snapdragon 855 levels with terrific 5G performance, I might add. So you see here the scores very much in line with what you see from some of the top Snapdragon 855 phones in terms of multi-core scores. And in Antutu, it's no different. Version 8.3.8, 402,000 here on this Redmi 10X Pro 5G. Just a powerhouse of a chipset. And sorry, MediaTek haters, but MediaTek is here, and this is a terrific chipset considering the price point of these phones. And with 8GB of DDR4X RAM and 128GB of UFS 2.1 storage, you're going to have a terrific experience here. And here you see running MIUI version 11.0.1, but I just got 3. So this phone is going to get quick updates just like every other China ROM Xiaomi phone. And so far it's been a terrific experience, and I got Google Apps installed on this phone. Everything flies on this Dimensity 820 chipset. I'm very happy with my experience so far. Now, talking about battery life, we have the same 4520 mAh capacity on this Redmi 10X Pro 5G, which I, by the way, have had a great experience with the 5G on the regular Redmi 10X version. And you see here it's saying 5 hours, 40 minutes. I think it's going to last a lot longer than that. And I will be charging the phone for the first time later today. And I'll be using this phone with 5G later today, really testing out the battery. But the main difference, this is the first one between this and the regular one, is charging. So we do have 33-watt fast charging on this phone, and considering the capacity and 33-watt charging, we should see something very similar to what we got on the Redmi K30 Pro Zoom Edition. So if this is able to charge in close to 1 hour, that would be amazing. But stay tuned for my full charge test of this Redmi 10X Pro 5G. And quick mention of the fingerprint scanner, the same one here on the Redmi 10X 5G. Super fast, super accurate. I've had zero issues with this fingerprint scanner. Same vibration motor on this phone, just a terrific vibration motor for the price. It's not Mi 10 Pro level, but it's a step above what we've seen in phones at this price point. And in terms of connectivity, we obviously have 5G. We have the latest 802.11 AC Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.1, but this is the second difference between this Pro version and the regular. We also have NFC. Now later today I'm going to be downloading Google Pay. I'm going to be giving this a shot here and seeing, number one, does Google Pay work on this phone? And then number two, what is the experience like? But now in this day and age, contactless payments are very important. And so for you guys who do value NFC on your phone, you'll want to pick up this Redmi 10X Pro 5G. And now the audio speaker test, single bottom firing speaker on this Redmi 10X 5G. I'm going to bring the mic down. Let's have a listen. What can I say? Solid speaker performance with the single bottom firing speaker on this Redmi 10X Pro 5G. No different than the regular model. Very clear and very crisp sound. And I'm very happy with the audio experience on both this and the regular Redmi 10X 5G. And talking about cameras, and this is where we see the third and the fourth differences between this Redmi 10X Pro 5G and the regular version. So on the back, instead of 3 cameras, we have a quad camera setup on this phone. We have the same OmniVision 48 megapixel camera, and then we also have an 8 megapixel ultra wide and a 5 megapixel macro camera. But the single most important change here on the back is the addition of this 8 megapixel telephoto with 3 times optical zoom. Now I've been putting this optical zoom to the test yesterday, but it definitely is performing a lot better than I expected. And it's great to see that Redmi is not just including telephotos on their Pro K series phones, but also on the X series phones. And the final difference here on the front, we have a 20 megapixel selfie camera versus 16 on the regular version. That's not as big of a jump, but for you selfie lovers, that's just another reason to want to consider picking up this Pro version instead. And here's the shutter on the Redmi 10X Pro 5G. A little bit of lag sometimes, but overall it's a pretty quick shutter. And solid results here from this OmniVision OV48B. And the phone is capable of the same 4K 30 rear video as the regular version and Full HD 30 on the front. So have a look at these samples and hit me up in the comments. What do you think? And here's 4K 30 FPS video on the Redmi 10X Pro 5G. A gorgeous day here in Hong Kong. A lot of good light for filming. And you can see the cars going by. Hit me up in the comments. What do you think? And this is front-facing video on the Redmi 10X 5G. And you can see the plaque right there. Silver play button, baby. And I'm celebrating 2 years on Frankie Tech tomorrow, guys. Stay tuned. I have some fun stuff planned for tomorrow. But look at the mics, hear the mics, look at the video, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. And here we go, wrapping up with some PUBG action. And guys, I just noticed I'm at 14% battery, and I just switched over to 5G on this phone. So we're going to play basically until the phone dies. Hopefully it will not. So here we go, we're playing in smooth, extreme settings, realistic, enabled anti-aliasing, and disabled auto-adjust graphics. Okay, here we go. And let's get started. And it's time. It's time for the classic Frankie Tech swim test. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Woo! Oh yeah. And at the plane jump, the same Molly G57 doing a great job here on this phone. Let's get down to the surface, get some guns, get some action. And I've landed at the airport. Time to get some guns. Here we go. And it just looks gorgeous. And they're shooting at me. Take that. Oh yeah, here we go. Booyah! First kill on the Redmi 10X Pro 5G. And let's see if we can get another kill. And I'm filming in 30 FPS, but trust me guys, you've seen it before in the gaming review. Same gorgeously smooth gameplay, 60 FPS here on this phone. And how am I doing for battery? 12%, still hanging in there. And I see a car in the distance. Let's get inside and get to a more kind of happening place on the island. Here we go. Oh yeah, getting to the bridge now. And we're getting closer to my teammates. Should be over this hill right here. Oh yeah, here we go. What up, buddy? Uh-oh, they're shooting at us. Someone is definitely shooting at us. Let's see if we can get some action here. Only 10% battery remaining. And this phone is getting pretty warm on this side, but it's hanging in there. Oh, they're shooting at me. Take that. Oh yeah, 2 kills on the Redmi 10X Pro 5G. And that second kill took forever to find. But how is this phone doing? It's definitely getting warm, guys, and my battery is slowly running out. One last kill here, let's do it. Oh yeah, take that. 3 kills, baby. And so that's it for gaming here on the Redmi 10X Pro 5G. And to all you MediaTek haters out here, I'm sorry, but this phone is gaming up there with the best of what Snapdragon is offering in 2020. So that's it for this video and my final verdict here on the Redmi 10X Pro 5G. This phone is a terrific device, guys, and considering its price point, you are getting a lot of phone for the price. Dimensity 820, one of the best built plastic phones. Yes, it is plastic, but you have Gorilla Glass on the back. A gorgeous display, very large battery with super fast charging, NFC, 3 times optical zoom with a telephoto, and an improved front camera. L1 security level, great fingerprint scanner, all in a package that I feel is super competitive for the price. But that is the question, is this as competitive as the new value champ that I've crowned, the regular base version of this Redmi 10X 5G? I think similar to the Redmi K30 Pro and the K30 Pro Zoom, there are certain things that you will value on a phone more than others. Do you value the telephoto? Do you value NFC? Do you value the improved cameras? And do you value the improved fast charging? If you value all those things, I think it's worth making the jump to this phone. But if you want to hit that incredible price to performance ratio that the base model of this Redmi 10X 5G was offering, then I would say go for that. And stay tuned, guys, for the full comparison between these phones. But for now, I will say, whether you go for the regular or you go for the Pro, you're getting one of the most amazing value deals in tech right now for this Redmi 10X series. But hit me up in the comments. Which of these 2 phones would you pick? And what do you think about the improvements that are brought here on the Redmi 10X Pro? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for future updates. Stay tuned, guys. Full comparison. And obviously, Frankie turns 2 tomorrow. Stay tuned for the very big surprise I have for you guys coming tomorrow. So that's it. And this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one.